chess aficionados, I'm back! Yes, indeed. Still a little sickish, but hey, this is a wonderful game I want to show you. After trying to fix my Streamlabs, anybody that's good at Streamlabs, hit me up there, send me an email, or make a note, because I have some questions for you. Anyway, here is Magnus Carlsen. Sorry, I'm a chipmunk again. So this is, for your comedy. You need to laugh. Listen to my channel. On many levels, it's a lot of fun. I'd like to be the Mr. Bean of chess, or Mrs. Bean, I don't know. Anyway, Magnus Carlsen is white, Tigran Petrosian is black, and this was, it just happened in the Blitz Rapid, so this was a quick game. And let's get to it. Without further ado, we got the modern defense, and as you see how it went, very interesting. On move 24, that's where it got better for Magnus. Otherwise, it was pretty even Steven. So here we go. The famous e4. Oh, have you seen this? This is something else. This is a g6 move. What is that, you say? What's the modern variation? And then he goes for the center. Aha! This is where we have the bishop attacking that center. What will Magnus do? He protects with his knight. Now this is the second part of this modern. And we go to d6. Interesting scenarios here. Okay, then he moves up with the bishop. Now black is attacking the center again. So Magnus is protecting. Petrosian is attacking the center. Magnus is just moving on up to a deluxe apartment in town. Remember the Jeffersons? Moving on up. Okay, I'm dating myself. So now guess what is happening here? Look, do you retreat? Do you go someplace else? Yes, he retreats. So this is a step back. This is a mental win already. To me, this is, even though it's even Steven, it's a mental win because you had to go back. Aggressiveness is key here with other players. Make them sweat. Make them rethink their plan. Okay, so he's building on up this little fortress in the middle here with his pawns. So now, okay, Petrosian goes into the center fighting again. Does Magnus wobble at the knees? Oh no! He just develops. He develops. Can you believe that? He develops. They're all staring at the center pawn there. The D pawn, the D5 pawn. Okay, now we're trying to move out also. And guess where that knight could be going? It is unbelievable that it's like a wizard. Magnus is a wizard because he can think where this other person is gonna probably go to. He kind of can think ahead. He's like a mind reader. Imagine being a mind reader. Now, do you become a mind reader because that's like a skill you're born with? Or do you become a mind reader because you've done this so long and you have this succinct intuition that you know what the other person is going to do, the other player? And then you can plan accordingly to what you're going to do faster. That's the key. You do what you want to do, but faster. Okay? Faster to the punch. So he castles. Magnus castles. So we've got castling here going on. And what else is happening? Okay, now we're continuing to try to chip away at the center. Magnus doesn't budge. He moves out with his queen. Now what this cryptic king? Why did the king move? Well, if you're facing a queen, these pawns in front of the queen can disappear quite interestingly. So he wants to do prophylactic attack. That's why he moved the king. The black piece moved the king because that's too close for comfort. That queen is staring right at you like a barrel. Even though there are some pawns, but they can disappear quite quickly if you have a plan of attack. And look at the white bishop. The white bishop are facing. They're already facing towards the winds. The winds are blowing against the black king. And here we have the bishop. The bishop's facing towards the black king already, like the winds are going that way. Okay, here we go. We continue. This is kind of uncomfortable here, a little bit, very interesting. We're really kind of stopping movement, close game here in the middle. So now Magnus is starting to move on the outside, like a pass play on the outside with his queen. Okay, let's see what happens next. Now we're attacking, but no problem for Magnus. He had his plan. Look what he can be forking, so he's gonna have this pawn, this bishop take. Okay, so Magnus takes all this lonely pawn over there. Lonely pawn in a sort of a way, but let's see how he manages to keep it together. Okay, wow, this is considered a blunder. So knight to h7 was best, but hey, we continue as the game was played. Now look at that, he doesn't want double pawns with Petrosian. He is moving out with that pawn there. Interesting. Okay, we've got to have cajones to do this. Alright, so he moves away with his queen here, trying to attack that pawn. And now we have a little dance with the knights here. What is he gonna do? He does take. Okay, so now prophylactic, the rook moves out there just to protect this line. Take. Now which pawn are you gonna take? Sometimes this is critical. What part are you gonna open up? Are you gonna take with the c pawn, or are you gonna take with the e pawn? Magnus takes with the c pawn. Okay, so now that gives it, this is this kind of creepy, it's this queen, the black queen is creeping up on the white king, but yet he has a good defense. Do you see he's got the defense? He moves out with the bishop so that the queen cannot just wedge itself in. Okay, we continue now. Interesting move here. Okay, so Magnus now tries to change attention to the left side of the board, but Petrosian doesn't bite. Now he's trying to move on with his pawns. The pawn is taken, but that's okay because now we have access to the queen to the back rank. He's going after this unprotected pawn. In these, you always look for some weaknesses. And now he's protecting that pawn. No matter, he's not going to bring up the rook. But then there's some kind of problems going on over here that you have to attend to. Now what he's going to do, I've noticed that what he does not really take with Petrosian. He just moves it up. Do you see? He just blocks. It's like he knows what the other player likes to do and his style, and just works to foment and go against that style. So now he moves out with the queen. We are attacking. See, he still manages to attack. He manages to hold position, but at the same time attacks big pieces. And so like a forcing move here. And another forcing move. 2 attacks on this rook. A double attack. And what will Petrosian do? He moves out of the way twice now. And look how he forced the other side's hand. Oh yeah? Well, now I moved the rook that was hindering my access to your pawn. Voila! And there is the pawn. It's now 2.9 ahead for white. Okay, let's see what happens next. Again, Petrosian is trying to penetrate that side. It's very difficult with the way he structured it. Okay, he's moved back. Okay, he's now going towards these pawns, slowly but surely chipping away. Okay, he's moving in. Another pawn gone. No man, there could be chaos going on the right side. He takes a little stroll, walk in the park on the left side of the board, Magnus does, and just has eaten 2 pawns. No problem. Maestro. Okay, will he take? Yes, he does. Danger stranger. Now, what's going to happen now? He takes. Isn't it a little close for comfort? Wouldn't you be like shaking in your boots if you saw 2 pawns staring at your white king? No matter, Magnus is like nerves of steel. What does he do? He just moves the queen over. And now he gets rid of one of these pawns. Look how easily he made this look like. Easily. Unbelievable. Okay. It's like he mesmerizes the other side or something. Okay, so he moved out. So he starts to push a pawn. And now, let's see. There was a better move, but this, oh my goodness, is staring. It's staring at the king. This is a rook. If he gets rid, if he doubles up, I mean, this is with dangerous moments in a way. It looks like on the board, but according to Stockfish, it's 5.4 ahead for Magnus at this point. Okay, the queens are still on the board. And this is how Magnus won, 5.3 ahead. So basically, you have to have the mind of Magnus to be able to, number one, figure out a plan. Number two, not panic. Number three, distract on the other side of the board. Number four, casually move over your queen to just protect the side of the board that needs to be protecting. I mean, it's like a walk in the park. It's just like interesting how it all fits together for Magnus in order to take over the other side. There's some magic powers here, I think, because this is really kind of like a game of intimidation for the other side. It's just very interesting how all these dynamics work in his favor to win so many games. Thank you for watching. Thank you. Hit like and subscribe if you like. Au revoir.